Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the crossover. And today we have a very, very special episode. A bit different. I know recently we've been doing a lot of player interviews, okay? But today we're here to talk Champions League. I mean, the Champions League is back, and what a past 2 days it has been of gameplay. We've got some transfer talks to talk as well. But before we get into any of that, if you're an OG of the channel, you'll remember this face right here. This is the man that I started the crossover with, my boy Omar. We met at uni in Philly. Omar, you want to introduce yourself to the new people? Say what's up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, there we go. Nothing else needed, my boy Omar. He is Egyptian, okay? Big Mo Salah, Egyptian king kind of guy. Big Chelsea guy.
You know I'm not his biggest fan, but sure.
Big AC Milan guy. Omar, how you feeling? Excited to be back on the pod?
Yeah, for sure. I've meant to come back for like a good while now. Just never, like the time just didn't feel right.
Are you saying that you missed the crossover?
Oh, for sure. We meant to start this. We started this, like 2 years ago now?
Yep. You remember the old logo?
Yep.
How do you feel about the new one, huh?
I like it. I think it's a lot cleaner.
So now here's the thing, okay? Omar is in Egypt. We gotta get him back to the States. Once he's back in the States, it's over. You coming back or what? Talk to the people.
We'll see. Hopefully.
Okay.
We'll try to be back at some point.
So let's talk, man. Champions League. You enjoy the past 2 days? Stuff is warming up, bro.
Yeah, for sure. The game that just ended, I was just watching the City and PSG game. It blew my mind. Blew my mind. The result. I can't believe what's happening with Pep at this point. It's insane.
Bro, so good. Do you like the new format? I've really been enjoying it, bro. Honestly, like the games.
I like it. You're seeing Madrid in like 15th. You're seeing PSG and City on the verge of like exiting at the group stage for the first time in like a really, really long time. You've got surprises. You've got Brest surprising everyone and looking like they're set to go through. Like it's been very exciting, to be fair.
Bro, it's unreal. Honestly, we're gonna get into the standings here a little bit later into the pod, but bro, if you told me Atalanta would be top 8, if you told me that bro, it is unreal. But before we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but I do have to address everything that's been going on Instagram with me, okay? I did post a video. I was fairly confident about this Benfica game yesterday, and I said that I would do whatever the top comment said, and it said tattoo Barcelona's logo across my forehead. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm simply not gonna tattoo Barcelona's logo on my head. I've been getting a whole. Have you seen the comments?
I would love to see that.
Dude, have you seen I'm getting grilled. I
saw.
I'm just getting constant notifications of cry more, cry, tattoo your face. I'm getting unspeakable messages in my DMs.
It's because you came out and you were like you got robbed, etc., and you had
because we did get robbed. We did get robbed. I'm standing on it.
We'll get onto that, but it's just because of your prediction. I think you predicted like a 4-0 win or something.
5-0. I wasn't too far off. So let's start with covering yesterday's games. Let's start with Atletico Madrid 2-1 to Bayern Leverkusen, bro. That game was mad.
It was very important for the standings as well. You've got Leverkusen at like the verge of the top 8. Big comeback from Simeone's men. Pablo Barrios got sent off within 20-25 minutes for a tackle, a very bad tackle on Nordi Mukiele.
Let's start there. We both agree red card, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was very surprised the referee had to get called over by VAR to like change his initial yellow card decision, but for sure, had to be a yellow.
I agree.
Yeah, and then that left Simeone probably where he loves being, with his back to the wall. He just parked that bus completely. for the majority of that game. It went smoothly initially until they conceded from Piero Hincapi's header off of Mukiele's back post cross. But then, who else? Julian Alvarez, the like honestly, an insane player. I can't believe City sold him for like I know they sold him for like a lot of money, but they just went and spent that exact amount of money on my countryman Omar Marmoush.
Right.
Like I still think Julian Alvarez, he's younger and he probably has like a bit more.
I could see. I mean, I think Julian Alvarez kind of he wanted out as well because like he knew
he wanted guaranteed starts.
Exactly.
He wasn't
for the next,
even when he was starting last year, he was playing like in the 10.
Yeah, for the next 9 years, it's going to be Haaland up top. So I think he's out.
Yeah,
I think
contract renewal.
Crazy.
He's on like 500K a week for the next 10 years.
Bro, it's all turning into like baseball contracts. I know you don't follow a lot of baseball, but
no, I know. I looked into it because of Boli.
Yeah. The way that these contracts are structured, and I don't know if like obviously there's like no.
Who's the guy that plays for the Dodgers that they signed?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, isn't this contract for like the next 20 years or something? He's getting paid after he retires.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's mad. But back to this Madrid game. Do you think that it was a pen? I think it was a tough tackle, but I see a lot of shoulder to shoulder in that tackle. I don't know. I'm not fully sold on pen and second yellow there.
Oh, the Hincapi. It wasn't the pen. It was a foul off the edge of the box.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I think it was rough, but sure. Like at that point, you had already sent off Barrios. Hincapi had made 1 or 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Probably his third offense just made sense for him to like get sent off.
Call it even.
I feel bad for him, but like it just had to happen.
Mm-hmm. And especially him now being out for their final game. I'm trying to look here. They have Sparta Praha, so I'm sure that they'll be all right without him.
Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah.
But it is only one game, right? In the Champions League.
It wasn't a straight red anyway, so he's only out for a game.
Okay, so Barrios could end up serving a multiple game suspension.
Not entirely sure, but maybe. I think it's still 1 in the UCL, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so we have that. Again, typical Atletico Madrid Simeone ball. Everybody knew that it was kind of going to be like a not boring, but like tactical defensive game from both sides. When I saw them go down to 10 men, I didn't believe in them, but they end up getting the 2-1 result there. And then we had obviously Benfica Barcelona. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Obviously, I am a Benfica fan, so I'm going to try to remain as neutral as possible here. I mean, we scored early, and as much as I want to say like we got robbed, which I still think we did there at the end, Benfica missed so many opportunities. Like so many. Arsens alone had 2 1-on-1 with the keepers. We had Di Maria 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Yeah, that Arsens ball at like the 5th minute that was crossed in by Alvaro Fernandez. That could have put you 2-0 up and like just completely out of that game.
Well, he goes by Carreras now, so let's not be insensitive. Okay, it's Alvaro Carreras now. He changed his last name. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know why, but word on the street is Barcelona wants to go buy him now. I mean, he had Lamine Yamal in his pocket.
There's no way anyone can buy him. There's no way anyone can buy him. The moment someone wants to buy him, United are activating that buyback clause. The second someone bids for him.
Well, the second that Ruben Amorim went over to Manchester United, I thought he was going to buy him. Yeah, because he had been praising him even when he was still at Sporting, and with that buyback clause being so cheap and him being able to play like the attacking kind of wingback in a 3-back, I thought that they were going to take him. And we also got lucky. I mean, not lucky, but a lot of mistakes. It was a wild game. I mean, Szczesny.
Szczesny was like, I don't know what he was doing.
Dude, Szczesny said he's like the best keeper in the world, and since coming back, he's conceded 9 goals for Barcelona.
he had a good game in his debut, but then he's just been a shambles.
Dude. And then we had Trubin kicking the ball, hits Rafinha right in the face, and just bounces.
That was like it was so funny to me as well because like this wasn't one of those Rafinha's just barging in for like a tackle and it just comes off him. Rafinha's comfortably outside
He's
of
just
the
standing there. A header from like 10 yards outside the box.
Wasn't even a header as well. It's not like he attempted
just,
to.
Yeah.
The ball just hit his face.
Bro, it was a wild game. We end up losing. There is that controversy there. Like I said at the end, I don't think that the Lamine Yamal penalty was a penalty. I think that the penalty that we got, in all fairness, with Artukoglu was a little bit soft as well. I mean, I see why it was a pen. He does touch him. He kind of chips the goalkeeper. Szczesny comes out. If he didn't jump, he was going to get clattered.
Yeah, exactly. If it's the intent as well. Like he would have gotten a shot off if Szczesny did not just come out and like completely take him out. He had to jump to protect himself. Initially, I thought the Balde pen was like completely unfair, but having seen a few other angles, I'm edging towards it. Like it's just a very soft pen.
I mean, here's the thing, because watching the game at the time, nobody complained, right? Like nobody asked for a pen, and he just said corner right away. Then he got called by VAR. There is a step on his foot. Balde kind of plays the ball forward. You could say that the ball was unplayable at the time.
You're talking about Thomas Araujo's pen. I'm talking about the Lamine Yamal pen.
Oh, okay. Because I think Tomás Araújo committed the foul on Balde.
On Balde, but I'm talking about the Yamal on Alvaro Fernandez on Yamal pen.
That one 100%. That one 100%. Extremely soft. I mean, he barely pushes him down. He kind of just goes down.
Yeah, he just feels the contact, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going."
But what a lot of people were telling me amongst all the other stuff was that was kind of like payback for the Artukoglu pen. Like the ref had known that he committed a mistake.
Yeah, but then again, you've got that pen for, I'm not sure who it was. I can't remember, but that last second pen before
the goal.
Before the goal, who was that? I forgot.
Barreiro, the CM.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored a hat trick on the weekend. Comes in. I mean, if the Yamal is a pen, that one is 110%.
100%. Very similar situation, if not worse as well.
And there's a cheeky little De Jong hand in there as well that a lot of people aren't taught. Like, De Jong kind of puts his arm out a little bit to control the ball. But, again, I digress.
Honestly, the game could have been different as well. Like, Angel Di Maria missed a 1v1 in, like, the 90th minute.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That was, like, the 85th.
You're the final moments guy. You're the clutch guy.
Yeah. But he was coming off of injury. He also only played, like, 15 minutes leading up to that. So I won't give him too much stick. He doesn't have the pace that he once had. But all in all, great game for a neutral. I mean, 4-5. You don't see those scorelines very often. Again, I'm upset. I'm hurt. But I've already voiced my stuff in the Instagram. So
that result is probably keeping Flick in the job as well. Because, like, if he had lost that, the pressure would have just started to pile up. It's not even about the loss. If, like, when it was 4-1, if that game ends 4 or 5-1, he's under so much pressure.
Yeah.
They've won like one game out of their last 8 or 9 in the league. It's like, what on earth has happened?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you told me that we lost by 1 at the beginning, I would have been like, all right, at least we gave it a good try anyway, you know? So.
Not with that 5-0 prediction, but sure.
Let's move on. This is enough of this. I've already gotten crucified in the comments. Bologna versus Dortmund. Now, this game, absolute craziness as well. Bologna, what a season that they're having. And
2 seasons. They were very good last season as well with Thiago Motta.
Fair.
So good.
But the way that it happened, I mean, Dortmund up 1-0, right? Yeah. And then in the span of a minute, just a great ball from the center back that leads all the way up. He sweats it across. He scores 74th minute. It's a tie game, 1-1. And then right off of that kickoff, another great ball over the top. And within a minute...
And it gets a bit scrappy, but then Samuel Illing Jr. on loan from Juve. No. I think he got sold to Villa in that Douglas Luiz deal and then loaned to Bologna. He finishes off very, very well.
Dude, insane. 1 minute, Like 5 kicks of the ball, and we go from 1-0
I really rate
to
Vincenzo
2-1.
Italiano, their manager.
Yeah.
So good.
What do you feel about Bologna?
They're fine. They're going through. They're
But do you think
probably like they're
poses a
sixth.
threat?
They're sixth in the league, I think.
Let me see.
They're doing
Sixth or
very
fifth?
well. They've lost a lot of players as well. Like they sold Joao and Zirkzee, they lost their manager. So like
they're in 7th right now.
Nah. Are they on the same points as whoever's above them?
Yeah. Fiorentina, same points.
Maybe, sure. Yeah,
And
but
then,
did you see what happened after that game?
What happened?
Nuri Sahin got sacked like 4 months after getting the job at Dortmund.
Oh, Dortmund. Yeah. I mean, is that a deserving sack? Because they're also, 9th right now?
They're
in the Bundesliga?
11th or 9th or whatever in the Bundesliga, and like 13th in the CL.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're very bad right now, but like they've
you
lost
talk
so
about
many players.
Squad turnover from last year. Is it that different?
Like general squad turnover, the wheels have been coming off at Dortmund for like years now. I know they made it to like the final or like this year, and they had like Sancho bowling and Ian Matson bowling coming in on loan last year. But like the squad isn't in great shape overall.
Yeah.
And then like yesterday, I think their only shot on target was that pen that they scored.
Dortmund?
Just embarrassing. Yeah. It was an awful performance. I get why Shaheen was sacked. Like I just feel it won't matter. Dortmund are just not in a good position right now.
But then there was talks of Erik ten Hag maybe going back, but I think that those rumors have already been shut down. Because I'm reading here, no return for
Can
Erik
you cut
ten Hag.
this?
Yeah.
Because Ten Hag has never managed Dortmund.
Yeah, I meant coming over, not coming back.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Of Ten Hag picking up that job. I mean,
I'm not the biggest fan of Ten Hag in general. Like, I don't know what has happened, but there was just no ideology at United. 2 years. I did not watch United once and think, oh, this team is good.
Yeah.
Or like, I could see what they're doing. Like, they have a few good players. No, like, what are they trying to do? Like, you've had Amorim for like, 2 months? They've been losing like crazy, but you know what he wants to do. There's like
100%.
a clear ideology and he needs his players. Plus, Erik ten Hag's talent ID is just insane.
What do you mean? He got Anthony, bro. Real Betis star boy.
Squad with just duds. No, I still can't believe the quality in that squad.
And that's what Amorim is trying to do now as well. I mean, he comes in, obviously, in a tough situation. I really rate Amorim. Same thing with Conceição, who we'll talk about here in a little bit for Milan.
So happy we got them. So happy we got them.
He's going to bring an identity to the team, and I feel like that's what for so long United have been lacking. Like, you need personality. You need somebody who's going to come in and say, hey, this is the plan. So I think that, and you see it, because even United fans are kind of trusting the process a little bit. Granted, some of them were doing the same thing at the beginning with Ten Hag, but it 100% seems different now this time around. So
I'm just scared they don't have enough money for Amorim's rebuild, but maybe that's why they're going to sell Garnacho.
Yeah. Well, we got to talk about that as well. But let's move on here real quick. Club Brugge versus Juventus, 0-0. This is
another boring Mota game.
Yeah.
He's drawn like 60% of his games this year in like all comps.
It's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. The amount of draws that they have. And being a Juve fan, I mean, it surely can't be easy, but they're hanging their hat on we haven't lost. Well, guess what? You're also not doing a whole lot of winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, this isn't the 90s anymore, or like the 80s anymore, when a win was 2 points and the draw was 1, and like you'd have Milan drawing half their Serie A games. Like, watch what Conte used to do at Chelsea. He went through a run where I think we drew once or twice in an entire season. If you're drawing a game, he'd go for it. Maybe I'd lose one in every five, but like mostly I'd probably get a win.
Of course.
Why is Juve against Club Brugge unable to create anything? There was only like this one chance that Douglas Luiz failed to convert in the first half. He didn't even get that on target. I'm not even sure they got a shot on target this game.
I don't think. I think they got one and Club Brugge got none. When we're talking about shots on target, it just. I mean, for Club Brugge, massive result. Don't get me wrong. I mean, tying against Juventus. I mean, Benfica's got Juventus next. We'll see what happens there. But
Club Brugge have a big game as well.
Who are they playing next?
I'm pretty sure they got City for City's ultimate game. We'll get onto that one.
I mean, since we're talking about Juventus right now, we have Kolo Muani coming to Juventus. That's one of the confirmed signings. Do you think that he is the answer? Do you think he's going to be the one to get the goals and turn these draws into wins?
He just needs a lot of space. And then at PSG, he hasn't been getting that. He's been tasked to play up front mostly, or a lot of the time. And even on the wings, he just doesn't have the technical ability someone like Bradley Barcola or Dembele or Desire Doué or whoever their wingers have. Even Varane. And then, so he just doesn't fit what PSG have been wanting. And maybe Juventus just need a spark of pace up front.
I could see that. I feel like that Yildiz and Kolo Muani kind of connection could provide a little bit of that, but I don't think that it's you slot Kolo Muani in there and the results are going to come. So
I'd like to see Yildiz play more of the 10 and then have Kolo Muani play left wing. I'd really like that.
Okay. I mean, Kolo Muani definitely has the pace to play on the wing, and Yildiz has the finishing to be in the middle. So we'll see what happens there. But Juve, man, I feel like this rebuild has been happening for a while, and I don't know if they're going to get any closer with Mota here. I'm going to be honest.
It's only Mota's first season, and I have a lot of faith in him. He was my favorite manager when I was researching into managers a few years ago. For a bit of time, it was him and Julian Nagelsmann. But I just don't understand what's going on with the risk taking. There's no risk taking in the club right now.
Right, you got to play to win, especially when your name is Juventus. Tough. Let's move now to Liverpool versus Lille. Liverpool remains undefeated, or not undefeated, but
they remain top of the group.
Fully winning, seven wins in 7 games. I mean, what more can we say? Liverpool, bro. Cooking, absolutely cooking.
Yeah, for
top
sure.
Of both tables. I don't know if they're gonna win the whole thing. I think the Prem isn't over, but it's gonna take a lot to stop this Liverpool.
Yeah,
squad.
I feel like no one in the Prem actually wants to get into a title race with Liverpool.
Yeah,
I doubt they win the CL, but the league I think is over, especially with Chelsea and Arsenal's recent form.
It's crazy. I mean, they did end up tying. Lille did with Jonathan David, but I think what was it? 2-3 minutes later, Harvey Elliott scores, and
very very lucky goal to be fair. Lille's DM the ball just ricochets off him into the top corner. Just very unlucky. Left Lille's keeper just starstruck. Basically, he could not move there. And there was no blame was on him, to be fair.
Lille as well.
Salah could have had more than the goal that he scored.
Okay.
Missed a chance right after he scored as well, off a long ball from Diaz.
I mean,
they were comfortable. They deserved to win. It was only 2-1, but they had a lot of chances to score.
Lille made it a game though, and Lille has been the massive. The Goliath Slayers so far in the Champions League. They're pulling out results at.
Who else did they beat? They beat Madrid, but
they beat Madrid. Didn't they beat Atletico as well? Let me
Yes,
see.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
They beat
Tied
both Madrid.
Juventus, surprise, surprise. Tied Juventus,
For
and
sure.
beat both Madrid. So they're having a season to remember here in the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of surprises there from Lille. But since we did talk Salah, Liverpool, do you think he stays? We don't have
He
to get
wants to
too
stay.
into
He
it.
wants to stay. They want him to stay. They'll probably come to an agreement with the wages.
Uh huh.
But I'm not like after what I've seen City are giving Marmoush. I'm just like unsure. He's going to be looking at like not even Haaland. He's going to be looking at City and be like, they're giving the kid they bought from Frankfurt this much, and you don't want to give me like at least 350 or 400K for like 3 years. The
So you,
situation with Salah is as well that he wants a 3-year contract.
okay,
There's a lot for a winger of his age.
that's true. I mean, but that contract would basically mean I want to retire here, right? Is basically what
No,
he's
no, no. He's
saying.
not. The guy's a freak. Have you seen his diet? Have you seen the way
Yeah, 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 yeah.
his physique is?
Looks
He
great with the shirt
probably at
off.
least has a couple of years in Saudi in for him.
You think so? You think he'll end up going to Saudi at some point, if not now?
If the project continues and they continue to spend this much, yeah, for sure, for sure. No one in their right mind would not go, especially an Arab.
Is there a team? Where did he start in Egypt?
No,
Is
he
there?
started like what like it's a very average team. It's called El Mukawalun Al Arab.
Okay. Any
Not
not in the realm of possibility.
not a great team.
So
They used to be decent. They won like a few titles back in the day,
okay.
but like nothing. Like not actual league titles. They won like cups and stuff.
So definitely not there, but Saudi maybe. Um,
No
then
one
we
can
have
afford it as well in Egypt. No one can
yeah,
afford it.
but a little bit of hometown discount maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Then we have Slovan Bratislava lost 3-1 to Stuttgart. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really watch this game, but massive for Stuttgart to stay in the conversation here during the last game.
Yeah,
To
I caught the highlights, but Jamie Lewling scored too early on. Sebastian Hunes's men continue to be good. Their DM, I forgot his name. He's outstanding.
the Stuttgart city.
Their DM is Stiller or something. I'm pretty sure his name is Stiller.
Isn't that the left back? Or no?
No, the CDM,
Oh,
central defensive man.
Maximilian Mittelstadt is the left back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, not much to talk about there, but massive result for Stuttgart keeps them in the race here. How much are they going to play into the final race is still left to be seen. Then we move on to a game that honestly surprised me. Villa, obviously not in great form, but I did think that they would go to France and be able to take care of Monaco. I ended up being wrong because Monaco scored in the 9th minute, and from there it seemed like Villa really just didn't have much. If I'm being honest, like they
Very
had
cagey
chances,
game.
opportunities.
Not many chances.
Yeah, but I thought, did that surprise you at all? I know that you're a big Monaco.
Unai Emery does not necessarily look at attacking as his main priority. Let's say that at least. And then when you go behind away from home, they're missing like a few players and just did not work for them.
Got it. Atalanta completely steamrolls Sturm no surprise there.
Yeah.
5-0, massive for maybe staying in the top 8 just in terms of goal differential.
I think it guarantees them top 8, right?
Oh, does it?
I'm not sure, maybe. Wait.
Well, if not guaranteed, gets them probably.
No, they're not guaranteed in the top 8 at
Yeah.
all, but it just puts them in a comfortable position where it's just in their hands.
100%.
Especially with Leverkusen losing.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure their last game is incredibly hard. They're playing Barcelona at the Camp Nou.
Yeah, but Barcelona nothing to play for as well. I don't know. Does seeding matter 1 to 8? I don't think so, right? Whether you're eighth or first, I don't think there's anything added because it's
It's
just
the
going to
look
go
of the
into.
draw again at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see if Atalanta could stay up there or not. And then that closes out day one. So kind of crazy results, that Benfica game. Crazy. The Atletico, massive result for them. Bologna. It was a great day of Champions League yesterday. I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. And then today, just an hour or two ago from the time of that we're recording this, some crazy results again. We'll start with the two early games. The first being Red Bull Leipzig, who had not won a game or made a point at all during this Champions League campaign, taking on Sporting. Sporting again trying to get a little bit closer to that 8-16. Try to keep themselves within that range to make sure that they're going through. And Gyökeres started on the bench. Now, obviously, I am Portuguese, so I do kind of follow Sporting. I'm not sure why Gyökeres was on the bench, honestly.
Yeah, he came off and scored as well.
Yeah, like
He came on and scored. I mean,
Gyökeres is Sporting. They started with Trincão and Harder. Harder is a great player as well. Signed to be
yeah,
his
he's
literal.
probably their next Joker. He's
Yeah.
their new striker, basically.
Signed still while Ruben Amorim was there, saying that this is the next Gyökeres. But they end up going down. They tie it late, 77th, something like that, 78th.
Very good goal by Jokeres.
Amazing goal. I mean, that guy is a baller. I want him out of the Portuguese league.
He's a killer.
Yesterday.
He's a killer.
Bro.
Killer.
And then Leipzig kind of scores one of the most weirdest goals with Poulsen. I mean, he's sprinting in, goalkeeper comes out, blocks the ball, hits his shin, goes over him, and then 30-something-year-old Isgayu trying to clear the ball, completely misses it, falls, and the ball just rolls, and that would be that. Crazy.
I'd be very disappointed if I was a Sporting fan.
Yeah.
You're playing a game against a team. Like, we all know Leipzig have quality.
Right.
But nothing is going their way all season, and like, if I'm the manager at Sporting, I'd be very disappointed. This could have been the game, like that they could have just guaranteed their spot in the next phase.
Yeah.
But now things are slim.
Or even a tie, just to give yourself a little bit more breathing room. But conceding like that, man, heartbreaking. And again, I love to see Portuguese clubs do well when they're in Europe, but also a little bit, just all the Sporting fans, all my friends texting me yesterday about Benfica. Just a little bit of retribution there today. And then we had Shakhtar Donetsk versus Brest, another game that I did not watch, but Shakhtar 2-0. Brest, we talked about earlier, having a great season here in the Champions League. They end up falling as well.
It's probably a game that doesn't really matter in the long run. Brest are pretty safe into I think they're guaranteed to go. They are guaranteed to go through, and Shakhtar are guaranteed to go out. So doesn't really influence the overall aspect of the.
There we go.
Of the groups.
And then AC Milan versus Girona. Girona, who obviously is not doing nearly as well as they did last year.
The squad turnover has hurt them.
Yeah, 100%. Well, everybody kind of knows that, right? When a small team or a smaller team kind of goes on one of these crazy runs, they usually get their players all picked out. But Sergio Conceição and the boys show up, missing Christian Pulisic, missing who else were you guys missing?
Well, we lost Emerson in the
Emerson. Yeah.
He
Emerson
came over very
Royale.
early.
Rafael Leão, absolute strike there as well. I mean, nobody's saving that one.
The way he dribbles past these defenders is insane.
Yeah.
He embarrassed Girona's back line and leading up to the goal. And a great finish as well.
Unreal.
I don't know what to say about the guy. I can't believe they're thinking about bringing in Rashford.
I mean, I think the Rashford deal is off the table now with Walker coming
but
in.
they thought about it for a bit.
Yeah, they did 100%.
Annoyed me, honestly.
Well, I think that if they were going for Rashford would have been the striker. But let's just talk about Sergio Conceição, bro. I mean, again, just like Ruben Amorim, this is going to be a guy that's going to come in and he's going to drop his balls and play with that swag and that tenacity that kind of AC Milan needs. I mean, you talk about United not having an identity. Milan used to be like that dirty, scrappy, get under your skin, play maybe a bit dirty. And I think Conceição is bringing that back. Obviously, winning
he's a very good defensive manager, and he's
Yep.
going to change the team's mentality to hold on to wins, which happened today.
Right, 100%.
Not the best game from the players' perspective, missing a few key players, as you said. But then you just held on for the 3 points, guaranteed your place in the top 8.
Yep.
Exception. Very happy with the result today.
And then Emerson Royale going down. I don't know how bad it was, but it seems like his replacement is already on the way to Milan as well, because we got the confirmation that Kyle Walker will be joining AC Milan. And obviously you support Milan, but I am so excited for this. I mean, you're talking about Kyle Walker on one side, Theo Hernandez on the other side. You're talking about Walker and Pulisic, Hernandez and Leao. I mean,
I just hope Walker can refine his form, because this year he has been shocking.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Walker's kind of been wanting to leave City for a year or two.
He wanted to go to Bayern last year.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for it, bro. Like, and then we pick up Santi Jimenez as well from Feyenoord, who will get brought up here in a little bit. I think that
So good.
Milan is 100% cooking. I don't know if this takes them out of the Gio Reyna saga now. I mean, if they can pick up Walker, Jimenez, and Gio Reyna, forget about it. AC Milan is cooking up something
Gio Reyna's
nasty.
mid. He used to be good, but I don't know what's wrong with him.
Gio Reyna can still provide. I mean, I'm a fan of Gio Reyna, always have been, and especially for the U.S. men's national team, having Reyna and Pulisic playing together for a whole year leading up to the World Cup, I think could do great things for the U.S. You throw in Musa in there as well. Obviously, who's not going to get as much time, but you throw those three Americans just from a U.S. men's national team perspective, I would 100% love to see it, man. I would love it.
I agree.
So Milan has placed into the round of 16. Are they top 8 here?
Yeah, they're basically guaranteed top 8. They're comfortably in there.
Okay, there we go. And then we move Arsenal, Dinamo Zagreb. I mean, this one was
easy win. Declan Rice scoring in the second minute, just
beautiful strike by the way from him.
Ended the game. The Arsenal just completely dominated throughout.
Yeah, so props to Arteta and Arsenal. Then we had Celtic versus Young Boys. Celtic, I think, was favorited going into this match.
Yeah, Young Boys have 0 points. They're dead last.
Negative 20 goal differential for Young Boys here. Put Celtic with 12 points and guarantees them going through.
Yeah, they're through. They're through.
Props to Celtic there. We just had. But we had Cam Harper, former Celtic lad, now with the New York Red Bulls. I'm sure he was buzzing about that one. And then probably the biggest upset of the night, Feyenoord taking down Bayern Munich 3-0 with a
That's their second big result as well after their 3-3 against City.
I thought you were going to say beating Benfica.
No.
Okay, we will move on. First half brace, Santi Jimenez. One coming by penalty, but you talk about saying goodbye to your club.
I'm so excited to have him at the San Siro. We haven't had a proper striker in a while.
What do you think that looks like? Do you think it's a partnership with Morata, or you think it's him?
No. Conceição has played 4-4-2 a lot.
I'm thinking it's going to be a partnership.
Maybe. I just doubt, honestly, with the we've seen Jimenez basically play up top on his own, and then you've also got the team. The Milan team is just not set up for a 4-4-2.
Yeah,
maybe things change.
I mean, today they played well.
Milan's best player this year has been Tijani Reinders, who has
Yeah.
been playing in the 10.
Yeah.
So I just doubt he just drops him or changes his position all of a sudden.
Today, I believe, was a 4-2-3-1 with Reindeers in that middle spot, Liao on the left, Musa on the right. So we'll see what they do there. But Feyenoord, man, absolutely crazy season there as well. They currently sit 11th with 13 points. Also guaranteed. Let me see. Are they guaranteed? Okay, so not yet guaranteed top 16 for standings, but looking massive there, Feyenoord. We'll save that next game on the sheet for last. We have Sparta Praga Inter. I mean, I'm surprised that it was just 1-0, but again, another wonder strike from Martinez.
Very cagey game, early goals, killed it, and did it. One of the two big games.
And then the two big games. You wanna let's start with Real Madrid here. 5-1 against Salzburg. Salzburg, who is doing not great as well.
They're not doing well. They're not doing well.
One win as well. Talk about Red Bull, man. I mean, Salzburg, Leipzig, both on 3 points. New York Red Bulls winning the Eastern Conference Championship. We're putting on for the boys, man. 5-1. Again, never a game, but we were talking about it before we even started recording. The goals, man. It was beautiful.
The goals were very good. Vinicius was on fire. Rodrigo scored he scored 2 goals, but his second goal was like
the back heel from Jude. Oh my lord!
Yeah, the link up with Jude for the first 2 goals. Mbappe scoring as well. I think this is the first game.
The Mbappe goal was come on.
Yeah, it was whatever. So I think this was like the first game all 3 have scored together.
Oh, was it?
Off the top of my head, that's probably the first game. Very good game. And sees them back in good form in their competition.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They are currently sitting in 16th, which is a little bit surprising, some might say. But again, still could...
because they started very badly. They lost to Lille, 100%. They lost to Liverpool.
100%.
They lost like half their games so far.
Do you see them clicking? Do you think that they're starting to turn that corner?
I don't know. I think they probably just click because they're Madrid, but I feel like the project will not go through unless Carlo is to leave at the end of the season. I'm just hoping they bring in Xabi Alonso, which will probably happen.
So you want Carlo out?
They only gave him a year extension because they know they want to bring in Alonso this year.
Right. And Alonso kind of wanted to run it back with Leverkusen, and that's not going as well as he thought it was. But, I mean, for all the talk about Madrid being gone, Madrid washed, it's not working. I mean, 2 points ahead here in the middle of January, 2 points ahead of Barcelona in the league. Obviously, not many people were thinking that they wouldn't make it through, but you never know, bro. Once it starts getting late, I feel like that's when Madrid starts clicking, so... Excited to see that. And then we had the game of the week.
Not the game of the group.
The Oil Derby sees Paris Saint-Germain playing at home against Manchester City. And the stars were out. I mean, they got the whole Spurs. Victor Wembanyama was in the house. He was getting shown.
Vara was in the stadium.
Vara was in the stadium, and they looked fresh. I love those new jerseys with the little wings on the side, bro. I got to pick up one of those long sleeve. My Benfica boys, Joao Neves, on the back. But first half, kind of back and forth, testy, figuring stuff out. I hated seeing that Nuno Minge goal get disallowed. Or not the Nuno Minge goal, but get disallowed because of Nuno Minge being offside. His knee was like the very tip of the knee of his bone was just ever so slightly offside. Goes into the half, 0-0. And then the game started. We got Grealish getting subbed on. We got Dembele getting subbed on. And... it was a stark difference. Grealish, I believe it was the first kick of the match. Granted, wide open volley. There was kind of unlucky bounce in there in the middle. Both of PSG's, both the goals against
the goals conceded.
Yeah, we're very, very unlucky, but Grealish is there, puts it in. I believe it was like 4 minutes later. Another bad bounce off of a Grealish kind of.
But that one was way worse.
Yeah. Whips the ball in, bounces off Neves, bounces, ends up at Haaland's feet. 2-0.
And you know where that's going.
Yeah. And here's the thing. In recent years, you go down 2-0 to City in the 50th minute, and it's over.
Yeah,
now
and the part
the
France just went silent. The entire stadium was in shock. They conceded twice in like 2 or 3 minutes. And they were basically just like, "Oh, we're out of the CL." And then that's when Bradley Barcola just decided to go demon mode.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about Barcola?
Yeah, sure. So Bradley Barcola just embarrassed your countryman.
All right, relax.
Who was out of position. He was playing it right back.
Yeah.
Matthijs Nunes just got embarrassed at the halfway line. Reminded me of when Vinny embarrassed Kyle Walker at the halfway line a few years ago.
Yep.
Very similar as well. And then dashes into space, dribbles past. I can't remember who he dribbles past, and then he cuts it back off to Dembele, who took off who stood. He was dashing in, and then he stood.
So nice. So nice.
The 6-yard box or whatever, and the center backs both left him and continued to run back. Easy tap in for him. Very good finish. Then that was it. The spirit in the stadium was crazy.
Did you hear the eruption? It went from literal library to it sounded like they had won the Champions League right there with that goal. It was flipped like that, bro. And then your other boy hits it off the crossbar.
Dembele did very well. He had a few chances.
Bowie. What's his name?
Oh, Desiree Doué, but Dembele got one off the post as well.
Yeah. But Desiree Doué hits it off the crossbar, falls perfectly to Barcola as well. And Ederson was kind of sat down. 2-2. We got a game. And it was all PSG. I mean,
no, we didn't even have a game. As soon as that first goal came in, City were unable to get out of the pressure PSG were putting onto them. They could not get out of their half for the entire.
That's what I noticed, bro. Ederson couldn't play the ball. Ederson would play the ball out, and PSG were on them that second.
He's just done. Honestly, he wants to leave.
Yeah, it's a very bad look. City looks bad, bro. City looks bad. And then my Benfica star boy, shortest man on the pitch, they leave him alone at the back post.
Good header.
They whip the ball in. Perfect header. Goes down. First Champions League goal ever. I was so happy for him.
As soon as that goal went in, you just came to mind. I was like, I bet he's dancing in his room. I bet he's just dancing in his room.
Bro, I love Joao Neves. I think that PSG might have the best midfield in the world, especially with young midfielders.
With Vitinha and Joao Neves.
And Zaire Emery, you throw those three in, that might be, dude, for years and years to come as well. I'm talking young CMs whose ceilings are...
age-wise maybe, but you've also got Chelsea and Madrid to battle with for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, and then you've got Camavinga, Jude, Fede. I know Tchouaméni is a big player for them. He's been shocking recently. Maybe with a new manager, he comes back to life. But even without Aurélien Tchouaméni, you've got three absolute bowlers.
Here's the thing, though. I genuinely believe, and this is no bias because a little bit biased maybe because I'm Portuguese, but he was a Porto player. I think if Vitinha played in the Prem, he'd be known as one of the best young CMs in the world right now. I feel like he kind of goes underrated.
You know he came to the Prem, right?
When?
He went on loan to Wolves a few years ago and I think he played 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, a few years ago. What age was he? I think Vitinha is.
Yeah, he went on loan for the season. He was 20 and 21.
All right, come on, let the guy get some chest.
He played 19 games and then nothing.
It's not bad. He's got 4 years of experience on him now. I think I think he's an absolute baller.
Yeah, he's very, 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 very good.
And then game ends with Gonçalo Ramos standing way offside as he always does. He did the same thing at Benfica. But the ball, I think it might have been Gvardiol that went up for it. It hits Gvardiol instead of hitting Hakimi. So he was considered onside score. Super happy for him as well because, there's been a lot of talk. He's not that much usage, not that much product that he's been putting out in goals. But you could see how much it meant to him as well. He was absolutely buzzing. But PSG, man, they are cooking. They are cooking. I think Kvaratskhelia coming in as well. I know we kind of talked a little bit about this before we started recording, but they are going to have to find a way to kind of fit all of these guys in. But I think that Kvaratskhelia is going to be able to thrive at PSG, especially because he likes playing kind of just in this craziness. He likes kind of playing in the unexpected situations. I think he's going to absolutely ball. What a game, bro. What a game. Champions League is alive and well.
They also had and it leaves us in a spot where so many teams could go out, so many teams could finish.
100%.
Next week is going to be wild, honestly.
So now that you brought that up, let's actually take a look at it. I'll pop it up on the screen for everybody to follow along with us. You have it pulled up there on your end?
Yup.
Okay. We got Liverpool 100% in as a top 8. Barcelona.
They're first guaranteed as well.
Yeah, first guaranteed. Haven't lost. Win every single game. Well, technically, if they lose, no. If they lose, Barcelona wins. But we'll move it. We'll leave it at that. Arsenal is
guaranteed in third. Guaranteed in the top.
Guaranteed 8. Top 8. Same thing with Inter. Atletico Madrid, Milan, Atalanta, Leverkusen. I think that the only two top 8 players.
Madrid and AC Milan are in good spots.
Yeah. Atalanta plays Barcelona, so that's going to be tough. Those are the only two top.
But they have nothing to play for.
Yeah, Barcelona with nothing to play for. Atalanta trying to secure it,
and they've not been good.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Barcelona's in second because of Barcelona's initial form, not their recent form.
Mm-hmm. Leverkusen has Slovan Praga. Again, Atalanta has Barcelona. Milan will go to Dinamo Zagreb. Could be a surprise, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I doubt after I caught a couple of the a couple moments during the Arsenal game, and they're not up for it. They know they're done.
Not looking good. Atleti goes to Salzburg. Salzburg, who has 3 points. So I think that the top 8, the way that it is now, is probably going to end up staying this way.
No, you've got to think about Leverkusen because of the goal difference. Even if they win,
I see what you're saying.
Aston Villa grabbing a bigger win, Monaco grabbing a big win or something could see Bayer Leverkusen out.
So top 7 then. Maybe Atalanta against Barcelona.
We'll see. Maybe they draw. Let's say the top 6 is.
Yeah, top 6. We will go ahead and guarantee. Watch us come back next week and have to talk about something else. From there, we've got Villa, Monaco, Feyenoord, Lille, and Brest all on 13 points. These are all, again, trying to get into the top 8. Probably not going to happen, but guaranteed at least through in a top 24 spot. From there, we've got...
So they go and play the last 32, and then they go and play the round of 16.
Yep. From there, we've got Brest, Dortmund, Real Madrid, Juve, and Celtic all on 12. Most at risk probably is Celtic with only that 1 goal differential.
No, I think Celtic are guaranteed mathematically to go through.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying because they do play Villa. If some of these other teams, because the max that they can get is 12 as well. So, yeah, you're right. As long as they don't get absolutely battered by Villa and have some crazy goal differential, they are guaranteed to go through there as well.
Yeah, it's because City cannot catch them. City are 4 points off of them, so they are 100% in.
Oh yeah, you're right. See, this is why you're on the show, bro. This is why you're on the show. So those all aforementioned teams, scratch what I just said. Those teams are all in as well. So this leaves the teams still fighting to make it. PSV, Club Brugge, Benfica, Paris Saint-Germain, Sporting, and Stuttgart.
So let's say those on. I think PSV and Club Brugge are also through because of the fact PSG and Stuttgart play each other.
Yeah.
So I think these are through.
Yeah, they are through because.
And then you've got Benfica, PSG, Sporting, Stuttgart, and City.
Yeah.
Benfica and Sporting must-win scenario. If one of them does not win, they are out because City will win their game.
100%.
And then, I doubt Pep ever gets grouped. And then you've got Stuttgart and PSG. A draw sees both go through.
Mm-hmm.
Unless City are to win. And then...
Yeah, so if City wins, PSG, Stuttgart, since they're playing each other, tied.
One of them has to win.
Yeah.
Or Stuttgart has to win. Stuttgart would just be out if they don't.
Are those games on the same day? Let me pull up the.
Yeah, I'd expect them to all be at one time.
Yeah, but is it not broken up into 2 days?
No. They can't do that anymore. They can't do that with groups. They always have the groups play at the exact same time.
Did my phone die?
Yep.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, we're going to plug in the webcam here just to finish it out. So, we do have Wednesday at 3, the 29th of January. So that is next Wednesday. All of these games will be getting played at
3 Eastern time, my friend. That's 10 p.m. Egyptian.
The webcam? Okay, I'll make sure to have my phone charged next time. My bad. But yeah, so... We have those 4 teams there still left to be seen. Next Wednesday should be very, very interesting. Honestly, I don't know, man. I'm nervous. For Benfica, I'm nervous. Especially being that we have to go to Turin. Again, I know that Juve might not be on the best form right now, but at the end of the day, Juve is still Juve. I don't believe that they'll have Colomwani, right? So the thing is, we can't register players now that just got transferred because of the fact that the group stages are still undergoing, right? So they would only be able to be registered once knockouts. Am I right on that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen there. Again, transfers, biggest ones we kind of went through as we went. Kyle Walker to AC Milan. Are there any rumors or anything that you've been hearing that you would like to see? Or any of these transfers you think are going to make the biggest impact?
Honestly, I just don't feel like I'm not really too excited for the January transfer window typically.
Okay.
Not much happens outside of when Chelsea decided to spend 300 mil 2 years ago to sign Enzo and a few other guys. But yeah, I'm not necessarily excited about many of the transfers. I'm very excited about Guevara. Very excited to see how they play him with Bradley Barcola. I'm excited to see my countryman. He's coming to the Prem. Omar Marmoush. We'll see what he does at City. Him and that Abdul Qadir Kuzanov from Lens.
Oh yeah, the guy from Kyrgyzstan, is that
No,
City?
I think it's Kazakhstan.
Or Kazakhstan. Yeah, it might not be Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, Kazakhstan. One of those.
Or Uzbekistan. No, it's Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he seems extremely raw, but he seems to have everything.
100%.
So we'll just have to see for that, what happens there.
What about Neymar going to the Chicago Fire in the MLS?
I lost it. He's a generational talent that just
I think I think
him and Hazard had to get kicked for 10 odd years there. Whatever they want. If they want to stop playing early, sure.
We can talk a bit MLS here. I'm probably going to do another video talking MLS, but Bamba and Zaha both came to the MLS. Does that excite you?
Yeah,
Zaha
to
sure. Charlotte.
Zaha for sure.
That's going to be massive. That is going to be massive. And Choupo-Moting to the New York Red Bulls. Get in! Ladies and gentlemen, that is the episode. Champions League is alive and well. I cannot wait for next week. I'm assuming that the draw will be there shortly after with those 9 to 24. So maybe we'll come out with another episode. Omar, thank you so much again for pulling up, bro. I'm sure a lot of people weren't watching back then, but those who were will most definitely remember you. So yeah, next Wednesday we will probably get an episode out on Wednesday. We might do an episode if something happens in the Prem or something like that. We'll figure it out. Again, it is kind of hard because you are in Egypt, so the time difference is a little bit difficult to record. But props to Omar. Can we get a round of applause? Recording at 2 a.m. in Egypt. Absolute baller, son. Yeah, I'm gonna go edit this out real quick. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Do not comment anything bad about Benfica or my prediction. I understand I was wrong. I want no more smoke. No more smoke. I will not post. Actually, I might post again for Juventus just to make them mad. We're out of here.